Dobro horror story.
Let's call him Alex. It's a good neutral name. Alex could be anyone. Alex could be you. Alex lives on the 14th floor of a new apartment complex, the kind with the high-tech security where you can't even get to the elevator without the fob. It's 11 p.m. Alex is coming home from a late shift, tired. The lobby is empty. Alex swipes the key fob. The light on the reader flashes red. Access denied. Strange. Alex tries again. Red. Access denied. It's a digital contradiction. The log doesn't match the person. Alex sighs, goes to the night manager's desk. The manager, a man named Brian, looks annoyed. He types in the apartment number. He stares at the screen. "Sorry, Alex," he says, not looking up. "The system, it shows you're already inside." A chill. That is the first crack. "What? That's impossible. I'm right here." Brian's eyes narrow. "The log is right here. Your fob, it was used at 3:33 a.m. this morning to enter." "I was asleep. I was in my bed at 3:33. Brian sighs, a deep, put-upon sound. He doesn't believe Alex. The log is objective. The log is proof. You are just a person. "Look," he says, and he clicks his mouse. He turns the monitor. "See, 3:33 a.m. And Alex's blood runs cold. Because there, on the screen, is Alex. It is without question Alex. Same coat, same haircut, same walk. The figure walks into the elevator. The doors begin to close. And just before they do, the Alex on the screen turns its head. It looks directly at the camera. And it smiles. The doors slide shut. Now wait, hold on. Let's be rational. This isn't a ghost story. Not yet. There are 1,000 perfectly logical technological explanations for this. In the security industry, they're so common, they have a name for them. CCTV ghosting. It's a visual distortion, a technical artifact. It is not a person. It can be caused by compression artifacts. The camera smashes the video file to save space, and in the process, it can create a faded shadow trail that looks like a person. Or it's slow shutter speed. In the low light of a lobby at 3 a.m., the camera's shutter stays open longer to let in more light. If someone moves, it smears. It creates a double image. Or, and this is my favorite, it's infrared reflection. The camera's own night vision light bounces off the reflective polished steel of the elevator doors and hits the camera sensor twice, creating the ghosting illusion. See? The camera literally scared itself. So Brian, the night manager, is just looking at a data smear, a glitch, a technical echo. Alex has nothing to worry about. Unless it's not a glitch. In 1796, a German writer named Jan Paul, he coined a word for what Alex just saw. Doppelgänger. It literally means the double goer. In German folklore, this isn't some cute twin stranger you find on an airplane and laugh with for a viral photo. No, the doppelganger is a ghostly counterpart of a living person. It is a wraith, an apparition, and seeing one is an omen, a harbinger of bad luck. Folklore says that if your friends or your family see your double, it's a sign. It means illness or danger is coming for you. But if you see your own, that is an omen of death. So which one did Alex see on that grainy screen? A compression artifact or an omen of death? The terrifying part, the part that should be crawling up your spine right now, is that on a low-light monitor at 3:33 in the morning, they look exactly the same. Brian, the manager, annoyed, resets Alex's fob. Must be a glitch. Alex rides the elevator up, alone. That ride to the 14th floor has never felt longer. The air is thick. The hum is too loud. Alex fumbles with the key, gets inside the apartment, locks the door, deadbolt, chain, and stops. The air is wrong. It's not empty. There's a coffee cup in the sink, a white ceramic mug. Alex doesn't drink coffee. Alex walks to the home office. The computer is on. The screen is dark, but the tower is humming. Alex touches the mouse. The screen flickers to life. The email program is open to the sent folder. There are emails, 3 of them, sent at 3:45 a.m., minutes after the other Alex was seen in the lobby. One is to Alex's boss, an apology for a file Alex forgot to send. One is to an old college friend, a short, "Hey, thinking of you." One is to Alex's partner. Alex reads them, and a cold, awful liquid dread sinks into the stomach. The words are correct. The tone is right. The private jokes are all there. But Alex has no memory of writing them. What is this? This feeling, this nightmare of watching your life move without you? It has a name. It is a real clinical condition. Doctors call it depersonalization derealization disorder. It is not psychosis. It is not madness. A patient with DPDR has intact reality testing. They know what's real. That's the horror of it. It's a persistent and disturbing feeling, as one study puts it. That experience of oneself and the world has become empty, lifeless, and not fully real. Sufferers describe it as the feeling of being detached from or as an outside observer of one's thoughts, feelings, sensations, body, or actions. You are a passenger. You are watching your hands type an email. You are watching your body drink a cup of coffee. But you are not there. Sometimes it's more than a feeling. It's a vision. Clinicians call this horoscopy. This is the literal clinical doppelganger. It's the reduplication of oneself. It's not an out-of-body experience. In an OBE, your self floats up. You look down at your body from a different location. No, horoscopy is worse. In horoscopy, you don't know where you are. You experience a two observing selves, a bilocation. You are in your body, and you are also standing in the corner of the room, watching. It is, as one patient described it, the terrifying experience of not knowing where the self is. This shadow sickness, this splitting of the self, it's a fear as old as we are. In Japanese folklore, they have a name for this too, an ikiryo. An ikiryo is a living ghost. It is the soul of a still living person that has temporarily left its body. It can happen during intense emotion, intense hatred, or just before death. During the Edo period, this was linked to a terrifying illness. They called it kage no yamai, the shadow sickness. And people afflicted with it would experience things from the ikiryo's perspective. Their wandering soul would go out at night. It would walk. It would talk. It would act. And this would create false memories. A person would be accused of things he didn't remember. So let's go back to that CCTV footage, that smiling glitch at 3:33 a.m., the data smear. What if it wasn't a glitch? What if it wasn't a doppelganger? What if the technology worked perfectly? What if that camera captured Alex's ikiryo, the living ghost, the split self, heading out for a walk to send some emails and have a cup of coffee? The proof is real, but the self is broken. Alex is spiraling. Days pass, or maybe they don't. Time feels wrong, too fast or too slow. Alex confronts their partner. "You have to believe me. Something is wrong. I think there's another me." And the partner flinches. Just a small but sharp movement. A pulling back. The partner's face goes cold. "Alex, stop. You're scaring me. You've been strange all week. You don't feel like you." Alex's heart hammers. What? What do you mean? "We had this exact conversation yesterday. You don't remember?" Alex looks at their partner, the person they have loved for 7 years, and for the first time sees a stranger. The realization hits Alex like a physical blow. The other one, the ikiryo, the thing, it's been talking to them. It's been living with them. It's turning them against the real Alex. You have perfectly described the textbook symptoms of Capgras delusion. Your true, rational plea for help is the very thing that proves you are insane.
This is the horror of the Filipino tombal. The tombal is the Filipino version of the doppelganger, but it's not an omen, it's not a glitch, it's a predator. It's a monster that slaughters its victims and then assumes their place at home. It mixes with relatives and acquaintances. It doesn't just haunt you, it replaces you. And when it's done, it pretends to die, but the corpse it leaves behind is a tiny tree stump. The other you, the tombal, it doesn't have to kill you. It just has to wait. It waits for you to point the finger. And the moment you do, your family, your friends, the doctors, they will help the imposter to have you put away. Alex is running.
The partner called a hospital. They used the word psychosis. They said, "Don't worry, we'll get you help." Help. Alex runs out of the apartment, down the hall, jabs the down button. The bell dings. The doors slide open. Alex runs in, jabs the lobby button. The doors slide shut. Trapped. That's claustrophobia. But it's not just a fear of small spaces. It's the fear of being trapped. It's the fear of losing control. It's a choking sensation. It's the fear of dying. It's a perfect storm of sensory overload. Alex is breathing hard, panicking. The box is not moving. And Alex is forced to look at the mirror. The polished steel. The fluorescent light flickers. Buzz, flicker. A dim, unstable light. Have you ever done it? Have you ever stared at your own face in a dim mirror? I mean, really stared. Your brain will betray you. It's called the Truxler effect. In 2010, a researcher named Dr. Caputo at the University of Urbino ran a study, a simple one. He had participants, just like you, stare into a mirror in dim lighting for just 10 minutes. The results? 66% of participants experienced huge deformations of their own face. 28% saw an unknown person, and 48% saw fantastical and monstrous beings. Your own brain, starved of new information, tunes out the stable parts of your face and fills in the gaps with monsters. A flickering elevator, a mind under extreme stress, a mirror, and a camera recording it all. This is the case of Elisa Lam. We have all seen the footage, that silent, chilling 2.5-minute video from the Cecil Hotel in 2013. A young woman, alone, behaving erratically, peeking out, hiding in the corner, pressing all the buttons, waving her hands in those strange, unusual gestures. And the doors, they just don't close. The internet screamed, ghost, demon, a supernatural killer. But the real horror, the fact-based horror, is in the Los Angeles coroner's report. Her toxicology screen. Elisa Lam had bipolar disorder, and the levels of her prescription medication in her system, they were extremely low. She was under-medicating or had stopped taking her medications recently. That footage is not a haunting. It is a tragedy. It is a perfect, objective digital recording of a human mind collapsing in on itself. A mind in the grip of a psychotic episode, a manic episode, experiencing a profound depersonalization, trapped in a liminal space. The rational explanation is so much more terrifying, isn't it? Alex is in that elevator, staring, waiting for the Truxler effect, waiting for the monster. But the face in the mirror is calm. It doesn't flicker. It doesn't deform. It just is. The elevator dings. The doors slide open. Alex feels relief. It's the 14th floor. Home. Wait. What? But the door to Alex's apartment is opening from the inside, and Alex steps out. The other Alex, the tomball.
It's dressed, holding a briefcase. It sees the real Alex standing in the elevator, pale, terrified. The other Alex just smiles. A sad, pitying smile. It turns, waves to a neighbor down the hall. "Morning, Mrs. Petroff." And the neighbor waves back. "Morning, Alex." The other Alex turns back to the real Alex, whose hand is frozen on the door open button. The other Alex just shakes his head, as if to say, "I'm so sorry for you." And the elevator doors slide shut. What happens to Alex, the real Alex? Nothing. Everything. The other Alex calls security. "There's a person, looks just like me. They're stalking me. I think they're having a delusion." The police come. They look at the other Alex, calm, rational, home. They look at the real Alex, agitated, aggressive, paranoid. They run a facial recognition scan. And who does it match? The one with the apartment? The one whose key fob works? The one who isn't screaming? The doppelganger has won. The tomball has taken its place. The real Alex is now the living ghost, the wraith, the one with no proof, the one whose memory is a delusion. This isn't German folklore from 1796. This is your world right now. As we speak, there are sophisticated government-backed disinformation campaigns named, and I am not making this up, Doppelganger. Their entire job is to clone legitimate websites, to create a maze of falsehoods, to replace the truth with a double. We have the deepfake defense, a new terrifying reality in our courtrooms where real video evidence can be thrown out because a lawyer can simply say it might be a deepfake. We live in a world where, as one judge observed, any truism associated with the ancient statement, "seeing is believing," might disappear from our ethos. Seeing is no longer believing. The horror of the doppelganger was the fear of an omen that could replace you. The horror of Cap Gras was the fear of your brain being unable to trust what it sees. The horror of flawed tech was the fear of objective proof being wrong. We have now entered the final phase. The digital deepfake is the doppelganger. It forces us into a state of cultural Cap Gras, where we can no longer trust any video or any audio. And the flawed algorithm, the 96% failure rate, is the God in the machine who decides which you is real. We didn't just tell stories about the tomball. We built it. We automated it. So, my friend in the darkness, look down. Look at the device in your hand. The screen is black. You can see your face in it, can't you? The lights are dim. You've been staring at it for a while. Are you sure that's your face? Or is it just the Troxler effect? When you're done listening and you get up, how do you prove you're the one who stood up? What if the me in that dark reflective screen is the one that's real, and you, my friend, are just the ghost?